Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Muslim Farmville. This is where you can find spirituality, sustainable, and slow living lifestyle. This video is going to be about slow living lifestyle. Here in Wisconsin, it is winter season and it's quite dry, so I must moisturize my face, my hands. Thank you, Sabrina. My daughter made this beeswax homemade lavender cream and it smells so good. This is how I'm starting my day. Every day I come in here and open the window and drape and see what outside looks like. And I do my best to keep my body warm after I moisturize myself. Get my hat on, always keep my hat on. I don't like my head getting cold, especially my ears. And I must hydrate. This time of the year, we think that we don't need water, but it's so cold. I must hydrate. Lots and lots of water, even more than the summer season. As you can see, the trees are full of snow. The sky is absolutely beautiful blue today. Some days it's quite cloudy. Some days we have a little sun. It's beautiful. Before I go outside, I want to put together some warming, calming tea that's so nourishing. This morning I'm just going to put together red raspberry leaf tea that we collected last summer from our raspberry bushes and we were able to dry them. Mix it with some nettle. Nettle is full of iron, as women always need nettle. Iron, right? And the raspberry leaf tea is an amazing for your feminine area, if you know what I mean. Put that together. And this day I realized we have some dry, beautiful roses, and I'm gonna also add some with that and boil it. Such an uplifting tea. So let's put that few leaves. I realized it after I put the tea going. I said, that's okay. Let's just put some more roses. And the roses smell so good, y'all. We do our best in the summer to grow some roses, but it never is enough. It smells so nice. It just wakes you right up. Amazing. Also, I have a couple of loaves of sourdough breads that are cooling down. I have leftovers of some beans. I want to put that together into the Instant Pot for the chickens, the ducks, and the dogs. This time of the year is quite cold. We need to pay extra attention for the animals to feed them more. And warming hearty food to keep them warm. It's must to do that every winter season. We do our best not to confuse our chickens and put them stress to make them have extra eggs. We don't do that. We try to feed them, let them get a break in the winter season. And if they don't give us eggs, that's okay. They are just starting eggs recently, but we must nourish them and keep them warm. Those who are new, welcome. My name is Yasmin. I'm originally from Somalia and I am here in the US for quite some time, and recently I have been reflecting quite some time, thinking I have been here and a lot of people have left their countries due to whatever reason, right? ended up into Europe or Canada and the US. And a lot of us miss home. And I have been thinking, and I said to myself, yes, I can bring home wherever I am. So this is home. This is home. Somali is number one, my home. And this is home too. And when I see my sourdough breads, it reminds me of back home, which I brought home with me. Except here, it's quite cold. We have a season of winter. Snow, as you can see. And it's a different kind of home, right? But this is still home too. Lots of snow, quite cold, and sometimes icy and slippery. I'm not used to that, but this is home. Somali is beautiful, green. And I grew up where my father grew a garden of papayas, limes, salads, and tomatoes, and all kind of things. My neighbors had animals of lambs and goats, and they were fishing, and camels and cows and donkeys. And here when I end up in the US, quite cold, wearing big coats and gloves, I realized my husband and I grew up in the similar lifestyle. He grew up fishing, his family gardening and hunting, and we have so much in common. It's amazing, subhanallah. I am down here where it's quite cold. Before I feed the animals, I wanted to take some frozen meals into the fridge to unthaw for the next day. And these days, since it's quite cold and freezing, the hose outside are frozen. So I always keep little empty gallons so I can easily fill water. 1 gallon at a time. I don't like taking it so many things in my hands because sometimes outside can be freezing. So I'm just gonna go ahead down here. It's still cold down here, but outside is worse. So let's take some fresh water for the animals. And look who's outside waiting for me. Every time I come outside, the dogs are always waiting. Our big dog is Golden Retriever. And our middle one, Angie, she's some kind of poodle. Here she is waiting for me. And guess what, you all? She's a mama. And here's one of the babies. We didn't name him yet. And my brother-in-law said, call him Happy. So we have been calling him Happy. But our family has to make a decision what his name is going to be. Happy, we welcomed him the end of November. Angie, of course, her husband is Raw, our big brown dog. She got pregnant and gave birth 4 babies. And they were too big, so she had a hard time delivering. Unfortunately, she lost 3 of them. She had 2 at home. Each time, each one of them came out was already gone. What I mean, I don't want, if your children is watching, I don't want to say the word. So she lost 2 at home. She was rushed into the emergency room. And the 3rd one also didn't make it. But this one made it. So we welcomed him the end of November. And it's a little boy. For now, his name is Happy. The ducks are enjoying their water and the chickens. So he's new to this, is his first winter. He's new to winter. Reminds me of when I first came in the States. I came January 22nd and it was quite cold. So he's shivering and thinking, what is this? Look at him shiver. And he loves being outside. His little paws are cold. So for now, his name is Happy, but we still have to have a meeting as a family meeting and decide what his name is. So this is our new puppy in the farm. I'm sure at some point my husband will take him hunting. And this is Angie, his mom, and she has been really a good mama, nursing him well, playing with him, taking him everywhere. She's showing him everywhere in the land. We have few acres and they are all over the place. So this is home. This is our little farm where we keep ducks and chickens, and the dogs protect the chickens and the ducks. And the summertime we will bring back our lambs. My lambs are into the bigger farm where my friend is keeping them because we need to build a home for our lambs. So wintertime they go to a bigger farm. So the dogs protected them. They are everywhere. Now we have a third dog, so he's going to be trained to watch them, inshallah. So even though I'm here in the US, I decided that this is home. I make my home wherever I am. So if you are having a difficult time and you are away from home, bring things that make it home for you. If it's sourdough starter, if it is your mom or grandmother's recipes, if it's your herbs, if it's your spices, those little things make a difference, inshallah. So wherever you are, make it your home. You have the right to live in your own home, inshallah, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whenever I'm out here, I get a fresh air. And it reminds me in Somalia, every day we walked to the market and got a fresh air. So let me show you in our land what our winter season looks like. Look at that. It's beautiful winter, calm. And it looks so beautiful. That's what it looks like, winter. And the spring, when it comes, and summer, everything changes with the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with our creator. We'll make it everything green and produce fruits and vegetables and herbs. And so now I take my jug bag and I'm just gonna go ahead and get some dry worms for the chickens and the ducks while the food is still cooking. Such a beautiful winter season, and when I am stuck walking in the snow, it reminds me of Somalia's sand. We have full sands, and sometimes your car can get stuck and you can barely walk. So this is different kind of home, but it's still a beautiful home, alhamdulillah. So the ducks and the chickens, the baby chicks are in there. They started giving beautiful blue eggs, and the other one gives just gorgeous golden brown eggs. They're all enjoying these beautiful, delicious, high protein dry worms in the winter season. They love to get snacks. So it's different kind of seasons that I'm used to in Somalia. Somalia is beautiful. The cilantro smell, I could never forget. It's never is the same, but it's a different kind of smell here. The veggies and the cilantro and stuff. So this is home now. Back home, I grew up Mogadishu, in the big city. And the souk, the market I grew up, was Hulwadak and Souq Bakare. Those names are amazing. And it was a beautiful community. And now I'm here and I have a beautiful community, even though it's quite small. But I am very appreciative and grateful for the peace and for the love I have. And I pray that God gives those who don't have what we have and continues to continue, that God gives us more and more too, inshallah. Ameen. Everything is snow and beautiful. So now I walk back in, come into the house so I can get a little warm while their food is cooking. It's time for me to have hot tea. I practice intermittent fasting, which has been helping me a lot for my hormones, for my health, for my well-being. And it gives me also some time to do the things I need to do in the mornings, get the morning routine done, and then I will have my tea, go back, feed the animals, and then I'll be able to just go ahead and get cleaned up and eat. But now I must wash my hands and have a nice large cup of tea, inshallah. My hands are a bit cold, not as cold as they sometimes become, because today I remembered to put my gloves on, so that was great. Let's get some tea. And of course, I always like to smell my tea. It's like a beautiful perfume that wakes you up when I smell my tea. And let's turn on sandalwood candle. Sabrina gave me a bunch of candles last time. I like to have the house to be cozy and warm, even though it can be cloudy and cold. So make your home wherever you are. That's what I'm doing here. Sit down and take a time to slow down, to reflect, show gratitude, and ask forgiveness, as I am human and I have a lot of shortcomings. But this last year and this year, inshallah, I see the changes in me. I am growing and I'm learning to love. I'm learning to forgive, because when I forgive, it does me good. When I hold on to the anger and the stress that comes from life, that I don't feel good the next day. So I'm learning to forgive, and I'm learning to control my mouth. Sometimes I can be a bit spicy. So I'm teaching myself to live simply and to love and to forgive. Sometimes it's very hard for me to forgive, but I feel better when I forgive. And I love the feeling of feeling good. So make your home wherever you are. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful, slow living lifestyle video. Ramadan is coming. May Allah make it easy for us. It's a month of fasting, month of giving, month of gratitude, month of getting to know who you really are. As shaitan is locked up, we get to know ourselves and who we become and who we are. So may Allah make it easy for us. And those of you who always leave beautiful comments, positive comments for us, may Allah love you and make you life easier for you and protect you. And the rest of you, I know a lot of you I have met and said I'm shy to leave a comment. May Allah love you too. Thank you for all of you for coming this journey on our YouTube channel, and we plan making videos on Ramadan. I'm gonna go back outside to finish the animals' meals, inshallah. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Have a beautiful, blessed day.